All right, John Oakes here with HANKSTERS Hot Rods out of our Indiana, PA showroom here, and I'm coming to you today with our newest addition to our inventory. This here being a black 1969 RS SS Camaro, and it is a real RS SS Camaro. And as we do, we're going to always start here underneath the car, start from the back, work our way forward. So we have her up here. We can take a look at the back end right now while we're here, and you can see everything on the underside of this car is new or like new. You've got the fuel tank here. Again, you can see in the camera just how well of shape that is. Again, it looks to be all brand new. The mounting straps, the hardware, all the nuts and bolts look to be all brand new as well. And the rubber insulators here underneath those straps in excellent condition. This car has the correct, what am I trying to say here? The exhaust on it here, the chambered exhaust. That's what it is. All the way from the front, coming down off of the stock exhaust manifolds, all the way back, you can see that you've got the chambered exhaust right here. Then it comes up around the rear end housing, and you've got the dual chambered exhaust back here as well, tucked up in just nice and as can be for this car. You've got a 12-volt GM rear housing here. This is a 307 posi unit. It is mounted up here using the multi-leaf rear suspension, and it's got the drum brakes on the rear. We also, all four corners have Firestone Firehawk tires, like new tires. All of those are mounted on 15-inch factory steel rally wheels, complete with the beauty rings and the center caps. And you can see the exhaust also, it ends in the tailpipes here, so all the way out the back of the car, just like it should be. What we'll do now is we'll move up under the center of the car. We'll take a good look at the floors and all of the lines and cables and everything up underneath there, transmission and so forth, on our way up to the front of the car now. All right, now underneath the center of our 69 RS SS Camaro here, again, the floors on this car, hopefully the camera does this justice, but these floors are just excellent condition on this thing, just about perfect. You can see all the correct metal, the stamped steel pans, no patches whatsoever on this car. You've got the drain plugs underneath here that are very easily visible to the camera. All of the lines and hoses down here, your emergency brake cables, you can see those run all the way with the correct J-hooks in the frame, everything all hooked up. You can see all brand new cables back here as well. All brand new fuel line run across, run right along the frame too here, tucked up real nice along that floor, and brake cables, all new. Again, you can also see, I'm not sure in the camera there, but the body mount bushings here, they're tightened up just right, they're not squished out, they're not cracked, and those look to be in good condition as well. We've already mentioned that chambered exhaust. You can just take a little better look of it here under the center of the car. Again, all the way from those stock exhaust manifolds back here, you can see the hose clamps, see that chambered exhaust right here. Again, tucked up oh so nicely here, just as tight as you can get to the floor in that drive shaft to keep everything out of the way so you have the ground clearance that you need. As far as transmission mount goes, that transmission mount nice and straight, not banged up. You'll see that sometimes on some of these cars, but this one's in perfect condition. The actual urethane tail shaft mount there, that's in good condition as well. It's not split or anything like that. Again, that's probably all new on this car as well. Transmission, we've got a 4-speed manual here. This is a Muncie M21 transmission. Again, you see the bell housing here. It's in very good condition as well. All painted up orange to kind of match the oil pan here underneath the car. And this is a date correct 396 big block Chevy motor here in this car. Not numbers matched, but it is a date correct 396. So with that, we'll go ahead and move up towards the front of the car now, and we'll finish up underneath here and get it down off the lift so that we can go over the outside of the car with you. And finally, underneath the front end now, to finish up our underside video, we'll just kind of take it from side to side and point out to you, what you're looking at here underneath. Again, as I mentioned, on the back side, we've got the Firestone Firehawk tires. Those are all new, mounted on the 15-inch rally wheels. We do have disc brakes on the front here, and those are power disc brakes. All the stock factory stamped steel suspension components, that's what you'll find on this car, nothing aftermarket. So you got your stock factory lower control arms and the upper A-arms. Now this car has a front sway bar on it, and you can look up in here and see that all your mounts for your bushings, the sway bar end links, everything is brand new on this car. Frame rails up front here, just as straight as can be, straight as an arrow. You can see ball joints, upper and lowers, the springs, shocks, again, all that stuff in good shape. All the rubber boots too, the dust covers, those are all intact and in good condition. So this thing was really taken care of well. You see the front cross member here, again, not banged up, very straight. So again, well taken care of. Tie rods too, you can look at those and you can see that these are all brand new too. So again, you have your adjuster collars here, everything just in excellent condition underneath this car. And again, this is the X22 D80, and that D80 signifies that it would have the front air dam, the rear spoiler, and when we get to the top side video of the car, you'll notice that it has that Enduro front bumper, and it's a painted bumper, it's not a chrome bumper, so that would have come factory on this car. So at this time, we'll go ahead and get this car off the lift. We'll go around the outside of it for you and show you just how nice the outside is, just as nice as what the underside is. All right, we now have our 69 Camaro RS SS down off of the lift. So we're going to go around the outside of it for you, just like we always do, and point out, some of your key features there. Again, you see the black exterior. It's got the white rally stripes up over the hood and back on the deck lid. Again, this is an X22 D80 car, which again, the D80 was the air spoiler treatment and that Enduro bumper there on the front. But anyways, again, black exterior. You see it's got the 396 front fender emblems here. We've got the bright wheel lip moldings, as well as the drip rail moldings back here up around the top of the doors. Again, the SS emblem back here on the back side of the front fender, along with that Camaro script emblem there. We do have, again, the Firestone Firehawk Indy 500 tires on those 15-inch factory steel rally wheels. Again, beauty rings and center caps are all in excellent shape on this car. All of the bright work and trim work is nice on this car. You see it's got the trim piece right down here that runs the whole way back, the rocker panel there. Again, very nice condition. A lot of times you see them, they're a little wavy sometimes. Not this one, perfectly straight on this car. The doors, the fitment on the doors, the alignment as far as the gaps, pretty uniform front to back. Elevations are pretty darn good on this car, about as good as you can ask for. This car does have both the driver and the passenger side mirrors on it, so those are matching. Again, I said about that bright drip rail molding up around that window. So we'll come back to the back of the door here, open ourselves up here, and take a look on the inside. The first thing we notice is on the doors, your weather stripping looks to be all fairly new, no cracks, no tears, no chunks out of it. Again, sealing up should not be an issue on this car. It's got the black houndstooth interior in it, so again, that's vinyl and houndstooth. It's got the deluxe door panels, got the grab handle there on the dash. Factory dash, all black. It does have the wood grain trim in there, as well as on that factory 4-speed center console. All factory instrumentation as well. You got 120 mile an hour speedo in there. You've got a clock in the dash, factory, and you've got the tack in the dash as well. On your console, you have the console gauge pod there, and you've got your battery, your fuel, your temperature, and your oil gauges right on your console there. That is a tilt wheel, and that's a wood grain steering wheel that's in that car. Factory AM radio and factory heater controls also in this car. We'll go ahead and close the door up. Closes nice and easy, good thud there, so the door's been adjusted properly. So we'll come back a little further now. On the quarter panel, you've got the accent pieces back here. Those are in excellent shape. The paint, the bright work on those, all in really good condition. Again, those wheel lip moldings, the Firestone tires, the rally wheels, and that brings us to the rear of the car. All right, now around the back end of our Camaro here, again, RS SS 69. So again, you'll see the SS emblems right here on the tail panel. Again, you would have had that blacked out tail panel anyways on the car, but being that the whole car is black, of course, that just all blends in here. Tail light lenses and the trim work around them, all in excellent condition. There's no chips out of the tail lenses. Those look to be all new, both sides. You see the nicely chromed rear bumper, the bumperettes here also on the back bumper as well. You've got the correct lower rear valance back here with the backup lights cut into that, just as the RS should be. You see that it does have that rear trunk spoiler, and then again those white rally stripes on the trunk. Now back here you can see the trunk lid also, the fitment on it. So your gaps around the trunk all uniform, and the elevation on it is set just very nicely here. What we'll do now is we'll go ahead and open that trunk lid up. Take a look on the inside. As you can see, the door or the trunk lock works on it. Underside of the trunk all painted up black. Your weather stripping around the whole entire trunk back here, that looks to be all brand new weather stripping. Again, there's no tears, no rips, no cracks. So again, sealing up from the outside elements, not an issue with this car. If you can look further down inside the trunk, we've got this trunk mat in there. Again, in excellent condition. It looks to be brand new as well. And then under that trunk mat, I'm not going to pull it up just right now, but the whole trunk has been finished off with the correct black and aqua trunk spatter paint. And again, from looking at the underside of the car from previous video, you saw that the floors and everything were all in excellent shape on this car. So again, no patches or anything in the trunk. They've just done a real nice job inside, and they finished it off by putting that trunk mat in. So what we'll do now is we'll go ahead and close the trunk up, and then we'll work our way over to the passenger side and then finish up front on our car. Okay, now that we're on our passenger side, again, everything's just exactly the same as it was over on the driver's side, so we'll quickly move up through on this side here. Again, on the quarter panels, just all the panels, the metal, nice and straight, no waviness whatsoever. Black especially is a color that you can't get away with that, any faulty, body panel alignment or anything like that at all. It's got to be laser straight for it to look good, and this car is laser straight down the side. Basically, again, the wheel lip moldings, the bright wheel lip moldings, the Firestone Firehawk tires, those rally wheels, beauty rings, and centers. Again, you can see how nice a condition that everything is on this car. Those accent pieces on the rear quarters. Again, the black areas where they should be black, nice, very nice. No chips or no pitting whatsoever. The bright work just as nice as can be also. That trim piece along the rocker, again, just as straight as can be. No imperfections on that again. We'll go ahead and open our door on this side. And again, weather stripping on this side, just like the other side. There's no cracks, no tears out of it. Door panels, just as nice as you could ask for. Again, that dash panel, all factory black. There's no cracks, no tears in it. The seat covers, both front and rear, those seem to be all brand new. Again, not showing any signs of wear and tear on those whatsoever. You've got seat belts, both up front and in the rear, and again, those are the bucket seats with the headrest there as well. I've already gone over everything else as far as the wood grain trim and all that. The carpet, again, looks to be brand new in the car. Threshold plates nice, and the headliner tucked up nice and tight. And we do also have the shoulder harnesses in here as well, and they're tucked up along that headliner just as they should be from the factory. We'll close that door. Again, it closes up nice and tight. Nice thud there, so you know it's closed. Again, I've already mentioned the mirrors on both sides. That bright drip rail molding along the top of the door there. All of the moldings, again, in excellent shape. You don't see any dings or anything like that. They're nicely shined up. So again, very nice piece that we're working with here. The SS emblems with the Camaro script emblem on the back side of the front fender. Again, the wheel lip moldings, rally wheels, and the 396 emblem up here on the front side of the front fender. And finally, we're at the front of our 69 RS SS Camaro. Again, this is basically the conversation piece of the car, that front end. Very unmistakably an RS SS car. You can tell that it's got the hideaway headlights up front, that blacked out grille, the SS grill emblem right in the center of the grill. Again, that grill is just as nice as can be in there, and those headlight doors, again, just as nice as can be. You see here that we do not have a chrome grill up front. This is painted black, and it is the Endura bumper, and that came factory on these cars here. Again, the X22 D80 car, that was part of it, along with the front air dam and the rear spoiler. As you can see, all the paint, the header panel up here, the Camaro emblem up here on the header panel, just as nice as can be. The 2-inch steel cowl induction hood, and again, you can take a look there from the camera. All the gaps the whole way around, the elevation, all look to be very, very nice in this car. So what we'll do now is I'm going to go ahead and pop the hood for us, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at the power plant. So as we open the hood, you'll see that the underside of the hood, all painted black, very nice. And what we do have inside here is a big block 396 cubic inch motor. It is not the numbers match motor, but it is a date correct 69 396 cubic inch big block Chevrolet motor. You can see here we've got chrome air cleaner with the 396 turbojet emblems on it. We've got the chrome valve covers on there, an aluminum intake, a Holley dual feed carburetor on that. Just checking to see if it has, it does not appear to have electric choke though, so it's just a Holley dual feed carb, no electric choke. Factory style radiator. It's got the fan shroud on here to help pull that air back through the radiator. You've got a clutch fan on this as well, so that would have been, you know, from the factory. They came with the clutch fans. Power steering, power brake car. It's got the stock exhaust manifolds on it, HEI ignition, and it has MSD plug wires on it too. I believe those are 8.5 millimeter wires to help deliver the spark a little better there. So a good running car. As before stated, this motor's made it up to a Muncie M21 4-speed transmission and a 12-bolt rear end. So as far as driveline goes, you've got a really good piece to work with there. So it's got the correct windshield washer bottle in here too. I wanted to mention that. So again, a lot of the stuff on this car, just as it should be from the factory. And again, just an overall high quality piece that we have here that you're looking at today. That's basically it for me. We're going to go ahead and shut the hood now, and then we'll get it fired up, show you what it sounds like a little bit there. But if you have any questions, anything whatsoever that we can help you out with, definitely feel free to give us a phone call and or shoot us an email, and we'll get back to you and help you out in any way that we possibly can.